Welcome, everyone, to Dorian Destinations Podcast. I am Franco,
I'm Shannon.
and we are your friendly neighborhood travel advisors. We are not travel influencers. We are travel advisors. So everything you hear on this podcast or see on this podcast, we'll be more than happy to book it for you.
You love it.
Wow. Well, you don't seem like you're into this episode.
I am.
I don't know. You just seem a little like... I think you're dreaming of Morocco. I think that's... You want to let our viewers know what we're doing?
Yeah, so we are doing a family trip, something that we haven't done before, and we are headed to Morocco Christmas Day.
Yeah, because nothing says Christmas like Morocco.
Yeah, oh,
In
totally.
the Sahara Desert.
We're opting out the Christmas markets, and we're just going to try something a little different.
Yeah, why not, right? YOLO?
No, I'm excited. I'm very excited. This has been on my bucket list for quite a while.
Yeah, it hasn't for me, but I mean, I am getting excited because I like glamping and I like all that sort of thing. I mean,
Yeah, I just feel like we go to Europe a lot, and I just really wanted to try something different with the kids. Because originally we were not going to go with the kids, but then I said, why not?
well, I like that you took this step.
Yeah.
Well, we have a good show today, babe. We have our typical travel news. We have our tips of the week. Our best travel. We're going to talk about the fall foliage destinations
My fave.
since we're getting into the season. And our hot travel topic is, since we are going to Morocco, I figured this is a good topic. Family travel in hot zones. What they
I
consider
just
hot zones.
want to say that it's not a hot zone.
It's
Morocco's
not,
not.
but a lot of people do consider it a hot zone, and we're gonna get into that. It's a good debate. It's a good debate.
All right, ready.
All right, so let's first start off with travel news and fact and fiction. You ready for that?
Yeah, I am.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. You want me to start?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Women first.
So, in the news, U.S. Is going to be doubling its travel authorization fee starting September 30th of this year, 2025. And this is the visa waiver program that other country visitors come to pay when they are visiting the United States. So originally it was $21, and starting at the end of September 20th, the end of the month.
September 30th. Yeah.
September 30th.
Yeah, you said 20th.
Thank God this is being recorded. It's going to be $40, so it's basically double.
Yeah.
It's exciting, you know. I don't know why they're.
Well, I think this was part of the big beautiful bill that Trump passed, and it was for some odd reason it was in there. I'm assuming it's to try to get just more money, more income into the country.
Okay.
And there's one way of just doubling these fees. But yeah, I mean the countries that are part of this is the VWP countries, which
There's like 40 countries, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, and some of the top ones are like Australia, France, Germany, Japan,
Italy.
and the UK and stuff.
Yes.
So so that'll start September 30th. So if you are from those countries and you're hearing us, just make sure to budget accordingly.
We pay those fees when we visit other countries.
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. It's one of those, but I mean, I just think they're just trying to double up money where they can and to bring up lower the debt. So I'm gonna do a little fact or fiction for you. You ready for this?
Yep. Nice.
You don't look excited. I'm excited.
I'm so excited. You have no idea.
Okay. So fact or fiction? The U.S. is the only developed country in the world without a single legal required paid holiday or day.
Yeah, I don't think it's like part of like our constitutional right to have a.
You're absolutely correct.
Yeah, I don't see it like that. We're not like other countries.
Yeah, that's and I love this country to death, but I will tell you this: this needs to change, in my opinion.
There's other countries will give you a whole year off.
Yeah.
To take care of the first year. Here we get 6 weeks, and then that's it.
But it's not even like legally. It's not even a legal requirement.
No, I know. I think that's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, wasn't it Ford who changed our work week?
Yeah, somebody did, and whoever did, I want to have a conversation with them. But
It's a little too late.
yeah, it's a little too late. But I will say that I mean, being that we're probably one of the hardest working countries, one of the biggest GDPs in the world, I think the citizens at least deserve from a legal right perspective, at least 2 weeks, at least, or 3 weeks off out of the year.
I agree. I mean, or it could be like Italy the whole month of August.
Yeah, but then again, you won't have the high GDP and all that. So you take the good with the bad. You take the good with the bad. Well, in contrast, other developed countries, they legally require a minimum of paid vacation days, 20 to 30.
Yeah.
20 to 30 days.
Yeah. I mean, unless you're a school teacher, you don't get those at all.
Yeah, well, you don't get paid.
Yeah, I do.
No, but you have to shift. Like, you don't have...
No. I get paid for 2 weeks for Christmas.
Yes, but it's not a legal requirement.
No, it's not a legal requirement, but I do get, when I was teaching, I did get paid 2 weeks for Christmas, paid, like you don't stay home for 2 weeks to still get paid during the holidays.
Yeah.
So
I guess. All right, here's news number 2. This destination was voted the most underrated destination of 2026. And according to Intrepid Travels, not Hot List 2026, which is the top underrated places to visit, and they're under the radar, Tiwai Island in Sierra Leone is voted number 1.
So this is actually the west coast of Africa, and it's an island.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, it was recently brought to the UNESCO World Heritage Site just this year, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And only 60,000 international visitors.
Overnight visitors, which means that it's like barely touched.
Yeah.
Which, again, I think this is important to talk about because, I mean, you already know the over tourism that I always have a problem with, and I think the world has a problem with.
Yeah.
Well, I think this is a good option. I think that list is super important. The not hot list, I think, is something that everybody should look into because...
Yeah, but then if we tell everybody, then
it becomes hot. It becomes at least like medium well list. I don't know. I think I would like to take a look at that list a little bit deeper and see what...
It's really pretty. I was looking at pictures of it.
Yeah. So there you go. And fact or fiction, you wanna give me that one?
Yeah, so fact or fiction, Canada has over 1,000 lakes.
Like true or fact?
It's actually false. Fiction.
Really?
Yes. So even though it does have...
I thought it had a lot of lakes.
No, but it does. It does. But it's estimated... Wait, hold on. Wait. Oh, it's fiction.
Wait, isn't that what you said?
Didn't I say true? Fact? True? False? No, I said
you said
false.
true.
No, I said false.
Wait, I said... Oh my God, what did I say?
The most lakes.
Okay. I think we ruined this fact or fiction. I think it's either too much wine or we're exhausted. But yeah, I think... yeah, so what is it? So it does...
It says it has millions of lakes. So it's estimated over 31,000 lakes larger than 3 kilometers alone.
Squared kilometers.
And more, and many more if smaller lakes are counted. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I can see that. I can see it being very like Mount-esque. I have to be honest, I would have thought Switzerland.
I know, but over 1 million lakes.
That's a lot.
You need a big country.
Space. I see what you're saying.
Over 1 million lakes.
That's probably why.
Yeah. So kudos to Canada. Go Canada.
Yeah.
All right, over 1 million lakes. No. See, I would like to know if those were natural lakes. Yeah.
Or why wouldn't they be?
Because there's man-made lakes. You know what I mean?
100%. But I don't. I think they're natural.
Yeah.
I'm just guessing.
No, I don't know.
You know, it's a lot of lakes.
It is. That's 1 million. That's 1 million lakes. That's a lot. All right. News number 3. This country was just named the most affordable destination for digital nomads.
Okay.
What do you?
Well, I'm reading it. This wasn't like a fact or fiction. This is just news, right?
I know.
Okay. Well, the answer is India. I can see it's already an inexpensive place to visit. So I can see it being a digital nomad place to low cost living. So yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, it's based on the Global Digital Nomad Report 2025. India is number 1 because of low cost of living. Cities like Delhi and Mumbai support a good culture. There are massive tech hubs. So for the techies out there that work remotely, that's a good option. And the report evaluated 64 countries. And the criteria was cost of living, cost of a hot desk, which I don't know what that means.
It's a workspace that you can go in and have a workspace.
Really? How did you know that?
I just know.
Oh, God, you're like Jeopardy. Grocery and transport costs. So India is the nomad's dream paradise. All right, you want to do the last fact or fiction?
Yes. Okay. California has the world's most beaches. I didn't look at the answer, but I have an assumption.
False or fiction?
It's true, right? Let me see. Yeah, it's down. It says it's fiction. So
I'm right.
Yeah, you're this time he's right.
Okay, thank you. Jeez.
Even though it has thousands of miles of coastline and it has like a beach, it doesn't have the most beaches in the world.
Yeah.
I would think I'm just thinking like Thailand and the Philippines and all of those, because it's all of those little tiny islands and stuff that would have.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I think the place that has the most, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's Australia that has the most beaches.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think when I was doing research, that's why I knew the answer. Yeah, I cheated. All right. Well, there you have it. The news and fact or fiction. I'm glad that you're getting into it. You're slowly getting into it. I love it. People are going to be so upset at you in this episode.
Why? Because I know it's...
Because there's no banter. There's no banter. You're not giving me banter.
Travel tips of the week. Here we go.
Of the week.
So we just tried this out. Guys, if you text your flight number, just text, like if it's American Airlines.
The iMessage. You have to have iMessage.
What do you mean iMessage?
Like an Apple iMessage.
Oh, like it can't happen if you have an Android?
No.
Sorry, Android lovers. So we just did it right now. So I'm flying next week. So I texted him my flight, and then it shows up with like an underline, and then
like a link,
like a link, and then he clicked on it, and then it brought him to my flight, and it showed the map of the United States and like where I was going to.
If it's on time,
everything
everything is there. So that's a handy little tool.
Yeah.
Especially if you have like a group chat with all your family members, just.
So my family's a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah.
But they stopped my flight. Like it's a little excessive. So now they don't have to. I could just text them the link or the flight number.
Yeah, it's super convenient.
It's gonna make their stalking a little bit easier.
Yeah, you got to help your crazy relatives there. But yeah, that's a helpful tip. So this I found extremely interesting. Leverage free stopover programs. So there's a thing called stopover programs.
This has been around for a while.
This I wasn't aware of.
Yes, I'm very familiar with this.
Yes.
So you want to explain what it is?
Yeah, so some airlines offer free to like low cost stopovers that allow you to stay a day or more in an intermediate city without any extra airfare. Meaning that, like, let's say you're traveling from point A to point C. You could stop at point B if it's in the way, and then you could just stop there, enjoy it for one day, and then get back on the plane and go. So I think that's a great little like trick if you want to like just add a little bit more to your it's a fun, get to know another town for a little bit.
Yeah, and that's why if you look at your flights, have you ever noticed that the cheaper flights which never made sense, right? So you look at your flight and you're like, oh, if it's a direct flight, it's more money than the flight that has 2 stops. And you would think, but that's more gas and blah, blah, blah. This is part of that leverage-free stopover program. And that's why they have, and you could pick and choose like how long you want your layover. It's just bringing, tourism to that particular city. So that's why a lot of these have that on there.
Well, the good example that I have here is like the Iceland Air, the airlines. They actually have that. They allow it in Renwick. And those programs allow you to, explore those extra places without buying a separate ticket. So I think that's a really cool tip.
Side note, if I'm not mistaken, Japan and Thailand are also offering in-flight, like free in-flight, as long as you're staying within their country and you're visiting, they will offer you kind of like this. It's like tickets that you can actually hop around and they're not going to charge you extra because they want the tourism to come in.
Yeah. Yeah. So you want to talk about the next tip? So this I love. This tip.
This is a hack 3. I was reading it. I will be very honest. As much as I think about planning my trip, I don't think past this. But this is freeze a really good healthy meal before you leave for your travel, so that when you come home, you take it out of the freezer,
Just reheat it.
stick it in the microwave oven, and then you guys can unpack, or I think just who unpacks when they land. And
I unpack immediately. I put the dirty clothes in the thing. I unpack, put away my stuff, and then I clean my clothes right then and there.
it's amazing.
Yeah.
And we don't want to talk about what I do.
No, it takes close to the next trip that we take.
Pretty much. Like, if I have another trip coming within a month, why am I going to put away my suitcase?
Right? Why? Why would you want some like order? But whatever. That's fine.
But this is a good idea, like just pack up whatever healthy food and then you have it. We are the biggest victims of doing this. We get off the plane and while we're in the Uber, we are ordering Uber Eats so that when we get home, our food is waiting for us in front of our door.
Yeah, which again,
it's terrible. It's
not terrible. Well, it is a lot of money, but it's
garbage usually.
Well, whatever, like you're still on vacation. Why not have a little Hungry Bear sub?
I don't think I would, I don't think I can think that far ahead. I don't know.
But it is a great tip.
It is a great tip. It's great for those OCD and pre-planners. I'm not in that category.
Whatever. I think it was a good trip. I mean, a good tip.
Okay, let's talk about segment 3. This is my favorite season in the whole wide world.
Yes.
Fall. And
so segment 3 is the best of travel. And basically, we're going to talk today about the favorite foliage destinations in our country.
Let's go.
Let's go. So I know you've been to a couple of these places. So the New England states, they rank as one of the best.
Vermont is supposed to be the number one. Out of all these places, that was the one place I have not been.
The Green Mountain.
Yes, and it's supposed to be the best. So I really hope to get there once for peak week, as they call it, right? When all the leaves change for the beautiful oranges. So pretty.
Yeah, so included in that New England
New Hampshire.
Is New Hampshire and Maine. So those 3 states are the top. Then comes the Blue Ridge Parkway, which is North Carolina and Virginia.
Which we've seen.
Yes, it's a beautiful scenic drive. The Great Smoky Mountains against Tennessee.
During that time too.
In North Carolina. And then Michigan's Upper Peninsula, which I love. I would love to get to know that part. They say it's nice, which I'm sure it's like touching Canada. So I'm sure there's a little bit of that foliage from Canada too. And then Oregon's Columbia River Gorge. It is. Isn't Michigan like up there? It's where Chicago is.
Right, but I think it's like below.
It's a Great Lake.
Right, but it's not touching Canada.
It's not touching Canada, but it's like in the same.
Yeah, but there's still states above it.
There's no states above Michigan. Google that. Google it. Man, we're going to look like the worst travel agents if you get this wrong. It is. Aha! Told you. Thank you. So the Upper Peninsula
lakes are above it.
Well, no, so it's a peninsula that's close to touching Canada, and then there's a lake all around. There's lakes all around it. So it's the peninsula. Thank you.
Yeah, we were both right.
I'm more right.
Anyway, and then the other one is Oregon, which I that's like another trip that we really want to do.
Yeah. I think Oregon to me is like.
I just want to see all the beaches, the everything, the whole coast is something that I really want to do.
Yeah, like do a Goonies like trip in Oregon.
So it does say peak is from September to October. Recently, I know it has shifted a little bit more to October. But I flew to Canada the first week of October to see the peak foliage, and it had not happened yet. So it's a little strange these days, the weather, but I would say October is like your guarantee.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's beautiful to do, I think.
Okay.
Right? Just to enjoy it.
Yeah. And just drive around to like apple.
Like bobbing for apples.
No, it was like, they have like
orchards.
Right. That's where I was going. So I didn't want to bob for anything.
I kind of wanted to bob for apples. I wouldn't mind bobbing. It's like a cold plunge. When you're hungry.
Hey.
So that's his segment 3, the fall foliage. Make sure you check out those places. I'm sure it's fantastic and gorgeous. I think I want to do Oregon. That's one of my my bucket lists. So okay, so now we're getting into the debate portion
This is
of
the conversational part.
yeah. So I wanna put this down. This is where we
Look,
this is where we battle it out.
okay, let's talk.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So so there's been several people that I've told that I'm going to Morocco for Christmas, and excuse me, thank you. And because their frame of mind, they think that because there is a lot of hostility and there's a lot of like high tension, all over the world right now, and especially between certain religions, that that it's probably not the safest trip to do with your kids. I disagree with them. But that did bring up a good topic, like where and when, especially when there's a lot of political unrest in the world. Do you feel like if maybe that's not a hot spot, but maybe even getting close to a hot spot is a wise thing to do when you do family travel?
So Morocco is part of Africa. There is no hot, like it's not a hot zone or anything like that. I think the misconception, if we're going to be talking about Morocco, I think because it is a Muslim country, that people have this thing in their mind that we're at war or what have you, but it's not like that. Now, if I was to take my kids, let's say, and this is a place I really want to Israel, right? I'm dying to go to Israel, dying to go. Like that's just, I have to get there. I don't think I would feel comfortable right now taking my children over there. I don't feel comfortable just because of everything that's going on. And now we're talking to like where it's like Syria now, and now we're moving into like more of the Asian countries where we're, now we're talking Ukraine and to Russia, and now we're getting into all of that, right? So I think there is a misconception. I think education is the best thing. Do your research. You have to feel what you're comfortable about and what you want to do with your family. I wouldn't take my kids somewhere that I felt was not safe. And if there were certain issues there that had happened recently, then I would. But I don't feel that way.
It's a lot, especially what's going on with the world today, because we have so much information. I just feel like
maybe it's too much information.
I think it is. I think you have to find a nice balance of getting the information of where you're going, understanding what's happening. But if you absorb too much, I think you go insane. Like another example, I have a friend that she wants to go to Puerto Rico, but now she's a little scared because there's like supposedly Navy ships going there because of the whole Venezuela thing that's happening between U.S. and Venezuela. So again, that's Puerto Rico, which is relatively safe and it's a great family destination. So there's always one of these little things that happen in the world that you just got to be a little bit alert to. I just feel, but again, and I don't want to stereotype or what have you, but, the Middle East does have a lot of conflict sometimes. And then, I just feel that, you just do have to be a little bit more attentive when you get closer to that area, because that area is a hot.
So if we were going to the other side of Africa, right? So now we're talking about
like Egypt.
Right. So we're going to be in Morocco. It's on the east coast of Africa. And we're talking about maybe Egypt, which is on the east coast. And even Egypt is like, their tourism has risen. I will tell you, we had talked about maybe 10 years about going, and then all of a sudden war kind of broke out there. It's settled down. Things have shifted. But we're also right there where, Israel is and where there is conflict, I don't know. If it's me, I probably would go if I was a little bit older and my kids were older. Yes, but no, I wouldn't take my kids there just yet. I mean, we're talking about two different countries, and Morocco has a very European vibe to it. There's not that unrest that's happening there. There's no protests or anything like that. Yeah. So I could understand that. I had a young mother, she asked me, hey, I want to go with my girlfriends to Mexico. This was about 2 months ago. And this is when we were having not even issues, but there was all these things that were protests that were happening in Canada. And they were, in Mexico, they were raiding the hotels. And they weren't making a huge advisory. I had gotten an alert just like as an email. And she asked me, what do you think? And I said, you know what? If you can go somewhere else right now, just go somewhere else. And then that kind of settled down a little bit. I mean, I think there's issues here. You come here. I don't.
No, yeah. I mean,
I'm going to take them to a war zone. Like, I think that's completely.
Yeah, it's just, again, and I get it, right? Because if you look at the United States and if you're a foreigner, you'll be like, okay, look, these people are nuts. There's mass shootings everywhere, especially in the big cities. And, so yeah, it also depends on perspective.
Look at Las Vegas right now is a ghost town. And I was speaking to my friend who lives in Vegas. He was here a couple weeks ago, and I was like, oh my God, I heard it's like a ghost town. I'm hearing it's completely empty. And he's like, yeah, 80% of our tourism is Canadians and Europeans, and they're not coming here right now. He's so busy. There's Americans going there, but where the bulk of those outsiders and foreigners, they're not coming here. Why aren't they coming here? Are we a hot zone?
A little bit.
Right.
Yeah, I just thought it was an interesting topic. Yeah, it's just, and it just depends, that was a good example that you said about Mexico, right? Because, if you think about it, Mexico is currently right now dealing with, a huge political cartel, even in politics. There's certain areas that are high cartel, but yet, it's still a destination for people and families to go to, like Cozumel and all the typical tourist locations. But it is a country technically, kind of governed or kind of manhandled by the cartel. So it is a very unsafe place, if you will. But yet it's still kind of there still has a tourist vibe to it.
I think I did hear but all the great resorts have armed men outside, but I don't know if I still feel safe going there right now.
Yeah, I'm not, that's not my,
so I'd
rather go to Oregon.
Right. But Mexico's so easy, especially for us Miamians. That's a quick weekend trip. We're very blessed to live close to the Caribbean and stuff like that. And we're able to do all of those trips. So I get those questions a lot, but if you can avoid it, rather be safe than sorry. But I don't feel like I'm taking my family to a hot zone. And I'm very excited about this trip.
So am I.
Do you feel like we're taking her?
No, I don't. We wouldn't go.
No.
I wouldn't even consider it. Like, I know the political environment there, or at least I've read about it. I haven't seen it firsthand, but I'm always up to date in the political unrest in certain parts of the country. The world. So I kind of know where to, go and things like that. And yeah, so I wouldn't, I know that was your bucket list, but if it was unsafe, we wouldn't go.
No, God forbid something were to happen. We're leaving in 3 months. But God forbid if something were to happen, we could get to Tangier and hop over they have ferries that take you to Spain.
Yeah. There's ways to.
I'm not really worried.
Yeah, I'm not either.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. There's our segment 4, our hot topic, travel topic of the week.
I feel like saying hot pocket.
Hot pockets. So did you enjoy this episode?
I did. No,
I don't think you did.
Yeah, I would like some more wine.
Oh, well, on that note, say bye to our lovely fans. Hope you join us next week. And soon our first season is going to come to an end.
Yeah, so we're going to take the holidays off, and then we're going to have some great stuff to talk about after the holidays.
Yeah, so...
Morocco trip.
Yeah, that will probably be the first episode when we get back. So thank you, everyone. Please like, share, comment. Let us know what you think. Any travel suggestions you may have. And remember, we're travel advisors, which means that we could guide your travel bucket lists and give you the best of the best. We just don't book things. We make it
We do book things, but we make it
better.
The best curated booking.
We make it better.
There we go. Bye, guys.
Bye. Ciao, bacalao.